Hey guys, how's it going? Wooxie Gaming here, and today I wanted to show you my Season 9 God of the Elements set Shamans. This set is a lot of fun because every auto attack has a 40% chance to cast an elemental blast. So there's a lot of explosions and you do really solid damage while doing so. So that's always a lot of fun. And with that said, let's get right into the build. And I'll be breaking it down by going over the gear first, followed with the mercenary items, then the talents, hero points, and the relics. So first off, getting into the gear, you're going to be using the spirit pendant. Obviously, you want your set items, so you definitely need the spirit pendant. Um, with the spirit pendant, I went ahead and put 3 nut runes in. Overall, with 10 out of 10, 115% stuff, you only need 11 nut runes in total. With less, you'll probably need anywhere from 12 to 14. I haven't really done the math on that, but you'll need more nut runes as your quality is less. So with that said, need the spirit pendant, need the Wendigo skull, the hands of the wilderness, and the boots of the wild. That's the 4 set you need to be able to auto attack and cast your elemental blasts. So the book that we're using, Book of Revelations, this is the highest attack speed item in the game. So you're definitely going to want to use this. As for the chest, it's the Shroud of Elements. It uses a 5-socket gray base that is either a Viper Hide armor, Serpent Hide armor, or a leather coat, and it takes the following runes placed in this exact order. So you need to place them exactly the way that I say it. It's Ox, Yeet, Ham, Jax, Lem. So that's the rune order for that. Then for the shield, I tried a bunch of different options, but Shadow Buckler seemed to be the best, obviously because now it gives dodge instead of block, so you're able to get quite a lot of dodge out of it while getting attack speed as well. So overall, it's the best shield you can choose. Haven't really been able to get any other options that have pulled past this in terms of DPS and defenses. For the ring, I used the Demon Eye ring. You can also use the Demon Steel ring if you want the movement speed and attack speed. It's pretty good, but I do like the all talents, the life leech, and the mana leech that the Demon Eye ring provides. Now, you could pretty much use any single satanic belt with the shaman. However, I use the crystal belt mainly because you get wind damage from your boots. So you're scaling your damage slightly higher just by getting that wind damage percent going along with the few bit of wind damage you get in your gear, because the rest of your gear scales through elemental damage besides your book, which scales through magic damage. However, if you use the magic damage belt, you lose the attack speed and you lose the movement speed and you lose the stamina and you also get like energy and stuff like that, but we don't really use that as a shaman. So I go with the crystal belt. Now for the flask, there's a couple different flask options you can do. However, for this build, I'm just going to show the Maggot Eye Elixir. Um, it gives a ton of elemental damage, and then once you use the proc, it gives you more elemental damage. So it's really good. Can't beat it in terms of DPS. Now for the Charm Rainbow, it's sort of like the Shroud of Elements, only except it takes any 4-socket charm that's a gray quality, and it needs to have the runes placed in this exact order. So it's Ox, Yeet, Ham, and Jax. So that's for the gear. Now for this next portion, I'll be showing you guys the Mercenary. Now I've always choose the ranged Mercenary in Season 9. Main reason is for Slate, which is this crossbow right here. How you make that is it takes a 5-socket gray crossbow, and you have to put these runes in this exact order. So it's Daw, Ist, Gaw 1, Hell, and Ox, and then that gives you Slate. The big thing about Slate that I like, it gives you the Fanaticism aura, which gives you 50% attack speed, so it causes you to attack quite a bit faster. The next item is, if I can get it working, Next item is Fortress. The main reason why I like this item is because it provides Holy Freeze, and Holy Freeze basically gives you a screen-wide chill. Let's see how close. See how far it is away uh, for the target dummy to be chilled. Not that far. So the chill is almost screen-wide. It's really good to use. And the order on that, or how to make that, it takes a 6-socket Hauberk, Scarab Plate, or Cuirass, and it takes the following rune order. So it's Fem, Got 8, Drax, Fox, Rex, Nut. Uh, that's the rune order on that. The next item I choose to use is the Sky Crusader helmet. The main reason why I like this helmet is it just is the highest HP helmet in the game, so I like to have my mercenary as tanky as possible, and the runes in the helmet are Fem runes. Now, going over our hero points, or our talent points first, I put 25 into Spirit Wolves, and 25 into Scent of the Wolf. This is so that my wolves are really strong. I believe my wolves hit for like a couple million each time, so that's really, really nice. The next 25 points we put into Elemental Blast. Obviously, this is where all of our damage is coming from, so we want to boost this up as much as possible. I also put the last 20 points into Earthbind. Now, you can kind of put it last 20 points into any of the totems if you really want to, but I chose Earthbind just because I feel it's a little more consistent with the damage across the screen, and I just like it, so that's what I do for that. Now for the hero levels, you kind of have a bunch of different options. However, the best one is going to be Ancient Power that increases your damage from all elements. And since you deal elemental damage, this just increases your damage a ton for every 1%. It's actually dealing like what 7% different types of magic damage or different types of elemental damage. So it's a really strong talent to get on the Shaman. But if you for some reason don't like that, I would probably suggest like armor or physical resist, something like that, so that you just stay alive. Since your HP isn't that high, as you can tell with full 115% items, I only have 317k HP. That's mainly because we're using 2 rune words, and rune words don't usually have a lot of stamina on them. As you can tell, this only has like 3,500 stamina, which doesn't do very much. Same with the charm, only 2,300 stamina, so it doesn't do a whole lot. Final thing I'm going to be showcasing is the relics. Now, you don't have to exactly copy what I do. I copy and paste this set of relics on every single one of my ranged characters pretty much, so some of the choices may not be as good as others. For example, the poison spear doesn't do a whole heck of a lot on Shaman. Yeah, nunchucks are decent but not the best. But mainly you're looking for the movement speed ones, so like the Blazing Boots, Butcher's Knife, Amazon Spears, Monkey King Bar, Rock Belt, and then you're looking for the floater relics, which, circle around you and protect you, which is the Demon Sheep, the Fetus, Guardian Angel, Shredder, and then the Templar. So that's what I use for my relics. Now, going over the gameplay a little bit, it's fairly straightforward. You just stand back and auto attack, and it causes your elemental blast to cast. You don't even have to press any buttons other than just holding down your auto attack. As you can tell, it clears very well. The only problem is that the clear speed is slower compared to some classes. For example, like a Nomad or an Amazon will outfarm you any day of the week. However, you have a lot more damage than them, so when it comes to harder content, you're going to be able to push a lot farther than a Amazon or a Nomad, depending on the build anyway. But Shamans are pretty up there in terms of single target damage. I know that I've played against Uber Reaper a couple times. In fact, I'll show you a quick Uber Reaper kill. Saying Uber for a second. As you can see, it just rips through the trash mobs. And I like having the floater relics. One reason why is that they stop wallers and they stop like boxes and stuff in front of you from stopping you. Uh, Really big in terms of when you're trying to push harder wormholes, because if you get walled in, you're pretty screwed. So I like having these relics a lot. They've helped me quite a bit. And then the Templar actually helps block projectiles. So it's definitely not the worst relic to have. We'll see my DPS here. It's gonna be pretty insane. Yeah, I mean, he's dying so fast compared to some other characters. Yeah, not very hard. Not a long kill. So as I said, Shaman has just a lot of single target DPS. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this build guide here today. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe and comment down below. And other than that, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.